Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're all here. So for today's reading, we are going to be looking at what career is best for you according to spirit. So basically your spirit guides, your spiritual team, if they were like going to handpick a couple of careers, or I don't know, I guess things that you would do within a career. Yeah, if they're going to handpick a couple of careers for you guys, then what would they pick basically? Something I keep forgetting to say is that I actually have a bit of a cold still. So if my voice is sounding a little bit, what is the word? Croaky? Rusty? I don't know, at times, then that would be why. So yeah, that's basically the premise of today's reading. If you enjoy it, then please give it a thumbs up and comment below which pile you chose and how it resonated with you. Let's go ahead and I will show you the options that we have today. And as always, please remember this is a general reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because you are not the ugly stepsister. Please do not force that shoe onto your foot. Right, so I haven't pulled any cards prior to doing this reading, so I'm just going to be, you guys are just going to be choosing based off of crystals. So there's 4 options for you today, and for the first option we have Amethyst. For the second option we have green Aventurine. For the third option we have Lapis Lazuli. And for the 5th option we have Smokey Quartz. So I want you now to take a deep breath in and out and ask yourself which crystal has a message for you. And I will see you at your reading. Hi, those of you who chose this Amethyst here, welcome to your reading. I've gone ahead and pre-pulled all of your, all of your cards for today's reading, just because there's a lot happening. I'm using a lot more decks than I usually do, and so yeah, I thought let's not waste any time doing a little card pulls on the camera. Alright, yeah, let's just show you what we have. So we have the 7 of Cups. I might put that in reverse, but we'll see. We have the Death card reversed. We have the 5 of Cups reversed. I just had grief counselling. We have the 4 of Wands reversed. Sorry, reversed? No, 4 of Wands. And we have the Magician. So what type of career? I feel like I'm not obviously going to get only one career. I'm probably going to get a couple of them, because obviously this is a collective reading, and also spirit guides don't really have like opinions like that, like you should do this, you shouldn't do that. So they'll probably just be like, this would be really good for you, you'd be really great at this, like more so that kind of realm of things. And the first thing I'm really seeing is like counselling, like I said, grief counselling, but also like marriage counselling, with this 4 of Wands being here, which is like kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum. Or like also coaching, like helping empower people and basically giving them the tools and the skills to be their best version of themselves, or that type of thing. Yeah, like almost being an advisor, a counsellor, someone who offers advice and guidance, because with this 7 of Cups here, it feels like someone who is, it doesn't feel like you, it feels like someone else who's like very confused. There's lots of options, like should I do this, should I not do that? To be honest, this could be you right now. Maybe you are debating what to do as a career, but it feels as if you will help you guide people on the right direction, like choose this, it'll still be really good for you, almost like what this reading is. So Death card reversed. So this, for me, this feels like someone who's almost resistant to change. So with it, you being almost like with me seeing a career path of like guidance, counselling, a therapist, whatever kind of words you want to use to call it. I know they're all slightly different, but still. I feel like people who sometimes they struggle to make changes for themselves, and I feel like you will help them kind of go through transitions in their life and help them move forwards, move on. Move forwards, move on, again with the grief counselling, or it just could just be you help people through difficult moments in their life, difficult periods of their life, even maybe looking at depression or yeah, something like that. Those dealing with those darker emotions. So you guys could have some like scorpionic energy about you. Excuse my sniffing. Oh, you guys could have some scorpionic energy about you where you're like okay with dealing like with that. I haven't done a reading. I feel like I haven't done a reading in so long. I'm tripping over my words, but where you guys are okay with dealing with the darker emotions, the darker thoughts and feelings. So you'd be pretty good at that. Let's see if we get some more information by pulling some clarifiers. I'm not going to spend too long on the tarot just because I don't think the tarot will be able to show us too much. But let's just see if we get anything else coming out here. Clarify these cards for us, please. Clarify these cards. So why is the Seven of Cups here, please? So that is the King of Cups reversed. What is that here? Oh, you've got two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. I don't think that's in focus, but that's clarifying the Death card in reverse. So again, people who are considering like their options, trying to make plans for their life, trying to see what direction to take things in. And then also the Two of Pentacles, someone who needs balance, who needs direction. You also have the Ten of Wands that tried to come out there. So again, someone who's dealing with like difficult endings, because the 10 always symbolizes kind of like endings and completions, but also someone who's carrying maybe heavy burdens as well. Over the Five of Cups in reverse, please. This deck always pulls out a lot of cards. The funny thing is, I was going to say depression and anxiety. I was like, no, but anxiety is more the Nine of Wands. Sorry, the Nine of Swords for me. So now the Nine of Swords have come out, I can definitely say some of you guys would really be great at helping people manage through depression and anxiety. You guys might also have a personal experience in this area that makes you feel very passionate about. That is so funny, I've just said that. And you've got the Eight of Pentacles and then the Nine of Wands coming out. That can make you feel very passionate about helping these type of people in society. So why is the Four of Wands here, please? Yeah, you've got more tens. So the Ten of Swords, a painful ending. So you could even be like a divorce. I'm still hearing counsellor. Like I wanted to say a lawyer, but it wasn't coming through. Maybe like a divorce counsellor or someone like that. Oh, again, you could just be grieving over maybe like widowers or something like that. Okay, why is the Magician here? Can you clarify that for us? Okay, so you've got the Two of Swords and the Four of Pentacles here, clarifying that Magician. So again, you have that fixed energy in the Four of Pentacles, and you also have the Two of Swords, that kind of like conflictual, I'm not sure what to do energy. And with that being with the Magician, where I was talking about what was the word I used? Not guidance. Oh, like coaching, like basically mentoring people and helping them kind of progress beyond their stagnity. Is that a word? Their stagnation. Progress beyond the stagnation that they may find themselves in, and help them find direction and help clear these like kind of chattering thoughts and conflicting ideas, basically. I'm sorry, this camera is choosing to focus on everything but what I want it to focus on. But what is new? So let me just clear up these cards a little bit and then show you your oracle cards. So you guys have Athens, knowledge. You have Yuki Onna, stillness. That was in reverse. You have Might. Oh, Might. Sorry, I don't really know how to say these goddesses' names yet, but I've had these cards for a long time now. But this one is Truth. You guys have Write a gratitude list. Make a meal. Connect with your womb. A personal issue reaches resolution. And conclusions are within reach. God, I don't think I have a space up here. Okay, so definitely again really reiterating everything I was saying. So I'm just going to pick oracle cards as I see them. But here with knowledge, yeah, you're someone who potentially has knowledge in this area. Maybe you have suffered a loss and you have been someone who has been through a grieving process, but also possibly just someone who has experienced those darker thoughts, darker emotions, and has navigated through those waters and now wants to use your knowledge your knowledge to help other people. With stillness here, I'm going to look at the book for this one because I feel like there's something that I need to draw out of that. But also it kind of, again, gives me that idea of a stagnation, of finding yourself in a quietude. So maybe someone who's also going through a bit of loneliness, or just it's really, okay, sorry, let me just, it's really feeling like that kind of 12th house energy, which is people who have kind of been either shunned from society, hidden away from society. So like institutions such as psychiatric institutions or hospitals, or those type of things where that house people who almost don't fit into societal ideals. So you guys might also be very passionate about helping those type of people. That could also go for people in prison, people who have who want to make changes in their life but don't quite know how to, or don't have the resources to do that. So we have truth here. And again, this really reminds me of someone who would be really good at coaching, who would be good at pointing out and directing people in the right direction, and also pointing out, like being very honest, pointing out the truth in a way that people will listen to them, basically, in a way that provides clarity as well. Like you offer people clarity. Yeah, it's like a resonance with the heart here, because I'm very drawn to her halo around her head. It's like this big aha moment that you offer people, but also the hand over the heart, where it's almost like a protection of trying to bring this light back out of them again, who maybe they've shut it off from the world and other people. So conclusions are within reach. When we kept talking about that 10 energy in the tarot, of conclusions, of endings, of bringing things to a close, finally closing out. This is eclipse as well, yeah, closing out big chapters. And eclipse is when, you know, you have that darkness, because what is it, the moon goes behind the sun or something like that, I don't know. But you have that darkness where there was originally light, and I think that really is it's something that really embodies the kind of career that this would be good for you, or you would be best at according to your spirit guides. Is someone who can bring light back who can bring light in the darkness, basically. I hope that made sense. I feel like there was a better way I could have said that, but who knows. Stumbling over my words. Ooh, trying to pick this up. So we have make a meal here. I don't necessarily feel like it is something to do with chefing, to be honest. But I feel like maybe someone who works in kitchens, someone who teaches people skills to help them get back on track. Even someone who's almost a doula, or works with women who have gone through a loss of a child, or miscarriages, or pregnancies that have gone wrong, or something like that. And is helping them also in the home environment. And then we also have connect with the womb. So again, helping women. Yeah, just helping them through difficult periods of their life. And then we have write a gratitude list. This is really heavily giving me, again, coaching energy, where you're trying to get people to focus on the positives, focus on what they still have, despite what they have lost or the pain that they have gone through. Trying to focus more on what they can now achieve despite everything else, trying to motivate them as well. And then also with the personal issue reaches resolution, and the Cancer energy here. I feel like you offer very divine feminine energy, that kind of wisdom and softness that the world really needs. And yeah, personal issues, things that are really, well, personal to them, personal to that person. And it's also quite maybe something that we don't talk about in society, we don't acknowledge. Again, the people that have been cast aside because they can't, almost because they can't get over things quick enough. Like, it's like you take the time to really care for these people in society. So let us see if we can pull out any kind of characteristics for you guys. So right, okay, let's read these first of all. So we have popular in their community. So some of you guys might have a following, or maybe even offering your guidance online in some way, where you are building kind of like a community of people. Again, it does feel like a community of people. It feels like a group of people who have shared experiences and can bond over that and can really help each other in that area. I was feeling this actually at the beginning. Some of you guys might be a tarot reader, or you guys know how to have like spiritual advice, maybe offer spiritual guidance. The way that you offer guidance is kind of like maybe through tarot, oracle cards, divination techniques, that type of thing. We actually have the card, I mean, we have the Twin Flame, which this has not come out. I don't remember the last time that came out. So I think this is also something that you guys could do with someone else, possibly a partner, possibly a friend who you seem like you guys have like that soulmate twin flame energy. Because like usually the narrative of twin flames is that you kind of are doing like this big mission together. Not necessarily, you don't have to be together to do it, but like maybe you're both kind of doing separate things, but they almost align. They're almost meeting, doing similar things. But also for some of you guys, if you are in union or you expect to be in union with your twin flame, then what was I going to say? Then you could be working on this kind of like grief counseling, anxiety, depression, darker emotions, darker thoughts as a union. And also marriage or marriage counseling as well for some of you guys. So we have Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. You could have those placements, but also Aquarian energy is all about the community. It's about helping people on a larger scale. Spiritual again. So yeah, offering spiritual insight. Also your wisdom may come from your spirit guides, ancestors, that type of thing. Just ignore that one that doesn't really fit the reading. We have an Aries. I think again that really goes for the leadership energy, bringing out the truth and not being afraid to acknowledge the truth in other people, not being afraid to say what's on your mind. We have the ISFJ, which is the defender and part of the Sentinels. I always forget what the Sentinels are. Anyway, we have a pragmatist. So yeah, your ability to look at kind of like the facts of things, the logical part, again, that's very Aquarian as well. Yeah, your ability to look at the facts and the basic, get to the basics basically, and get to the step by step is very good for kind of coaching and mentoring. We have clever. So yeah, you guys have some wisdom about you, some real knowledge. You might be avid readers. You might enjoy listening to podcasts about these things. You enjoy building upon your knowledge. And we have loud / extroverted. I feel like that really points to, you don't actually necessarily have to be, but I think it's your ability to draw people towards you, create a community of belonging, I actually want to say, and also being able to help other people express themselves, help them feel comfortable, and also express yourself as well. So we have helpful, so definitely a helpful person. You have athletic, so you guys could be, what am I trying to say? You guys could be very, my mind's gone blank. You guys could care about kind of like health, wellness, especially with Make a Meal here. Someone who cares about health and wellness, and you bring that into your teachings or your delivery or even your coach about health and wellness, because it helps people get out of these darker emotions. It's something that you found as you were maybe battling with this, really helped you get out of it and helped you stay on track. So I'm really ignoring all the irrelevant ones. And also adventurous, so you guys could offer something new, exciting, maybe again being someone who's quite active, who wants to bring people on some kind of excursion or push them beyond their limits, again pushing them beyond their comfort zone with that Four of Pentacles that we saw, with that stillness that we saw, with that bit of stagnancy that we saw, helping them push against that. And last but not least, let us get some actual career style things from here. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do this, to be honest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it out and then I'm going to intuitively pick them, because that's what works best for me. Right, so careers are the best way to choose other cities. Careers are the best way to choose other cities. Right. Let's see how we did. Let's see what the intuition was telling us. So we have online. So again, yeah, working online, possibly building a platform, having some kind of online community about you. Maybe you deliver your messages via YouTube, Twitter, loads of different things, to be honest. Maybe you even have a podcast. Did I say podcasting before? We have a doctor. So yeah, you could be like a psychiatrist. You could have a doctorate in something. You could also, again, help people more physically, help them even medically as well, in terms of like giving medication for anxiety and depression, and yeah, being an advisor for that type of thing as well. Holistic healing, so working more so with the natural resources, doing things like acupuncture, doing things like I'm actually hearing aromatherapy, funny enough, but yeah, working more holistically with your, and again, you might be like an actual doctor or have that kind of doctoral knowledge, but then bringing in more holistic techniques as well, because there's something quite unique about what you do, I feel, or there's something quite unique that you could offer that maybe people who are already doing this don't have that skill. We have beauty, so you could actually be working in like makeup, fashion, like really bringing that out, and using that maybe in like nails, and just, you know how like pampering can really help boost our confidence and boost our happiness. Like, it doesn't always have to just be working in like the mental capacity of things, but it can help people in different ways. Technology, we're building apps. Again, we have well known in the community again, so definitely someone who is going to be building some kind of, I just heard empire, but building some kind of community based help healing. CEO, so yeah, having your own business could be something. Agriculture, so working with food again, working in farming, working maybe with natural herbs and developing medicines like that. A carer, so working maybe in a care home, maybe you just yeah, again, I felt like quite homely energy, so you could be working in people's home and helping them in that way. And I did actually feel this as well, charity and non-profit. I feel for some of you guys, you were going to be working in maybe the non-profit field, maybe even developing your own non-profit as well. Maybe you have like a separate kind of job or career, but then you also have your own charity and non-profit as well. So that is everything that I have for you guys. Option number 1 with the amethyst. Thank you so much for coming to this reading. If you enjoyed it, then please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. If you want to see more from me, I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and you can subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Hi, those who chose the green Aventurine, option number 2, welcome to your reading. I've already pulled all your cards because I expect this reading will probably be longer and we don't want to see the whole card pull. Anyway, the first one you have is the 5 of Wands reversed. You have the Devil upright. You little devil, that's what I just heard. We have the Page of Wands, so a lot of passionate, fiery energy right now. I'm just, the 3 of Cups. Some of you guys might work in the sex industry. Also, that could be a career you could be interested in. Also, the King of Swords reversed. Okay. I feel like some of you guys could, like, a good career would be like a party industry, something where there's a lot of excitement, a lot of activity going on, especially with this 3 of Cups here. Like, I'm seeing drinking, I'm seeing celebration and partying, and someone who's coming up with like a lot of creative ideas. So you could be like a party planner or something like that. King of Swords and the 5 of Wands reversed. It's some kind of like breakdown in communication here. I feel for anything that you guys would do better in, like more of like a do better in more of a face-to-face kind of communication situation. because maybe the way that you say things or the way that you maybe even take things, I don't know, can sometimes be like, things can get lost in communication with you guys. So it'd be easier if you did things like face to face, where you can really understand what people are saying and the meaning behind what is happening. Definitely also kind of the sex industry. I'm gonna put some clarifiers. Oops, sorry, actually, those actually both came out in the other reading, 4 of Pentacles and 2 of Swords. Yeah, I wasn't ready to pull cards yet, so. Oh goodness me, I do sometimes not enjoy these cards because they just wanna. Right, can I get some cards for the 5 of Swords, Wands reversed, please? Why is 5 of Wands reversed? Can you clarify that for us? Oh, okay, so that was the 2 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles, which we originally had out. Sometimes I just be like, bro, I haven't said anything yet. Like, don't be putting cards and like, no, I meant to give you that card. Just take it. Okay. Where's the Devil here, please? Yeah, again, like that could be something to do with the way you guys are. It's like very similar to maybe the energy that I'm picking up on, is that when you guys say something, you mean it. Like the way you say stuff is very almost blunt. And it could potentially cause conflict. That's why I feel like face-to-face conversation is better for you. And also really feeling dominatrix as well. So you guys could like just be very, yeah, blunt in the way that you say stuff. Or you're able to pull that character out of you at least. The Devil. Why is the Devil here? Clarify that first, please. You have the Chariot. And literally it's reminding me of coming. Where's the Page of Wands here? Clarify that first, please. You have the 9 of Cups. Clarifying that Page of Wands. Yeah, bringing out people's desires. It's almost like if you guys, any of you guys have watched Lucifer. Yeah, that was what it was called, wasn't it? Where he's like, what do you desire? And they'll just like say it because he's supposed to be the devil. Which you literally have the Devil here, but it's like you guys know how to bring out people's desires in the one way or another, whether that is like sexual desires, whether that is like kind of almost like hidden desires, things that maybe they don't want to talk about. Why is the 3 of Cups here? And the 2 of Wands. Again, someone who's good at planning and putting together ideas, someone who's good at making decisions. So again, party planning, event planning. Also like, you know, like promoters of like clubs and that type of thing. And clarify the King of Swords in reverse, please. Oh, Temperance coming out here. Temperance and the Star. Temperance and the 6 of Wands reversed. Temperance and the 6 of Wands reversed, clarifying the King of Swords. Oh. 6 of Wands is giving me the word ego. Ego. I do feel like maybe you guys are people who do well in like masculine energy, because you're able to not deflate people's egos, but you know how you almost bring out people's desires, and to do that people need to feel comfortable around you. They need to feel like they're not putting up some kind of facade around you. So you could be someone who's really good at kind of like getting underneath the mask, getting underneath the egos of people, and seeing more of like the bringing in a bit more of the balance, the shadow and the light. Yeah, it's like there's a duality to you as well. the shadow and the light. Like maybe people will look at you and be like, oh my god, they're so innocent, they're so kind, they're so this, but also you don't mind being like sultry, you don't mind being a bit darker in your energy, you don't mind yeah, like dealing with those taboos. Hey, this is very interesting. I did not think I was going to get energy like this. But I'm loving it. So let's look at your oracle cards. So you guys have adaptability. I'm not surprised to see that there. We have new beginnings. Some of you guys also might be interested in like midwifery or something like that, like bringing new life into the world. And we also have Gaia, Earth. That came out in reverse. Leave it upright, but I must look at it in reverse. Don't you worry. Again, Earth is giving me Taurus energy. And Taurus energy reminds me of like that more masculine, like more like structured and groundedness. You also have chanting here. Yeah, someone who's quite vocal. That could mean one more thing. Could be vocal in more places than one. Be still. Is that even... Be still, there we go. Yeah, be still. I feel like you might be able to offer experiences, again, helping people relax. Helping people relax. I was watching that Netflix show, Love, Sex and Goop, I think it was called. And a lot of the practitioners there, again, are like sexual practitioners, but they're not necessarily doing like pornography and like the more mainstream known things in the sex industry, but they are again dealing with romance and passion, and they are dealing with intimacy, but more so in like a spiritual way, or a way that helps you feel more confident in who you are, and bring out your inner desires as well in a way that is accepting. So energy work we have here as well. We also have cardinal mood. Be bold and make the first move. Apologize for the ringing if you can hear it. Be bold and make the first move. That's exactly how I feel for you guys. You guys have this very passionate, forward energy. Like you don't mind initiating things. You don't mind being the dominator of things. And then we also have a romantic cycle begins. So that could be working again with other people's romantic partnerships, or it could be yours and someone else. It doesn't necessarily have to be like romantic because these cards are a bit limited in what they can say. Oh, need to change. Yeah, these cards are a bit limited in what they can say, obviously. So again, offering balance with that Libra energy here. Someone who's able to be a dominant and a submissive, someone who's able to give and take. I don't quite know what this is, so when we get to like more like the specific careers and characteristics that are there, then maybe that will be more useful. But you guys can let me know in the comments how maybe this resonates with maybe ideas that you have about careers that interest you, or career that you're already in. So yeah, adaptability, again, being able to have that duality where you can fit in with different types of people, the party goers and the sophisticated tea partiers. You know, like you can bring different ideas to life because you can bring out people's desires and you can attune to that. Where's the book? Look up Gaia here to see how this could offer a bit more guidance for us. Okay, so with Gaia here, it's all about accepting the foundations of Earth, of accepting the human experience. So again, being very grounded and very Taurus energy. I don't know the word. So again, those human experiences of like sensuality, touch, taste. This could even be like, yeah, a tasting session, or bringing through those senses again, and be still as well. I feel like someone who is in relaxation mode and is having, do you know those things, I think they're really big in America, where like you lie in a body of water in the darkness, and then it's kind of supposed to like relax you and feel like you're floating or something like that, or feel like you're in space or something like that. Like that's what this imagery is actually giving me, is one of those mechanisms, and that is offering a unique experience here. It doesn't have to relate to the sex industry, it doesn't have to relate to partying. It could just be some kind of you could be someone who brings out experiences that yeah, like new different things that help people have new experiences. I don't know how else to say it, to be honest. That's kind of how else, that's as far as I can say. Yeah, you're just a very creative person, I think. And a curator, I heard, a curator of things, a curator of experiences. This could even be wine tasting, because that's something where you're using your taste buds and you're walking through vineyards. You're walking through vineyards and you are experiencing beauty with your eyes and your taste, and yeah, that type of thing. Like, you know, you're mixing these senses together. Like it. Okay, let's see what kind of characteristics that you have that help you be good in this career, that would help you be good at this career, basically, of why Spirit thinks you would be good at this career. Whoa, I did not even mean to do that. Okay, next time we'll keep those out. Right, so let's just swing that straight there. How did we do this? Alright, I'm just gonna take those, otherwise I'll keep shuffling forever. So we have athletic again. We have teeth. So you might even be interested in, like, I feel like again, someone who's quite, I'm seeing like teeth as someone who's quite personable. And I feel when people say when you show your teeth, you're like showing your, this might be, I might literally just be making this up, but like being more vulnerable. Like say when people take pictures and they don't show their teeth, it's a bit like, or their arms are crossed or something like that, it's a bit like, why are you closed off to me? So again, it's like you're someone who can bring out, who can make other people feel comfortable, basically. We have funny, so charismatic person. Witty, which is literally a similar thing. Friendly, yeah, you're a very personable individual. We have younger, so you might have this very youthful, like I said, youthful, innocent look to you, but there's also this different side to you as well. But it's almost like this innocence draws people in. It allows them to feel comfortable in your energy, like they don't feel threatened by you. That's what I mean, like their egos can relax. Guided by spirit, so yeah, you guys do have this spiritual side to you where you you move in a way that is aligned with your spiritual beliefs as well in your career. We have the personality type ISFJ, the Defender Sentinels. I think that also came out in group number 1. You have sustainable living here, so that could also work with the earth here. Like you have your special values, I feel, as well, that make you unique. You have Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That's that fire energy, that adventurous energy, that personability about you. You don't actually have to have Sagittarius in those placements, but we have helpful, so you want to help people. You want them to be at ease. We have adaptable, definitely. We actually have adaptability out here as well. We have guarded, so maybe you guys don't actually open yourself up to people, but other people feel they are able to open up to you. Like you might find that people are always telling you things or something like that, but you're not actually saying anything to them. In fact, you're quite guarded on the other hand. I think that's a way of you protecting yourself. We have yang, so again that is that masculine action energy there. And we have a teacher, so someone who can help guide people and teach them new experiences. Again, as I said, that example of the Netflix show, which was Sex, Love and Goop, it was like these sexual I don't know what we would be called, sexual practitioners, sex practitioners, intimacy practitioners, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't really know that kind of terminology. Yeah, it's like they were teaching people how to improve their intimacy, how to improve their sex life by offering guidance and support. So let's see if I don't really think I have probably me being a bit limited in my mindset, don't have anything in here that would specifically talk about sex or intimacy, so that probably won't come out, but I'm gonna see what does come out anyway for you guys. So because I can't shuffle it in there, I'm going to just intuitively take the ones that I feel drawn to, and then we'll see what they are. I was gonna say, you have a lot of green here, which is the heart chakra. So I feel like opening up people's, I just hearing desires again, opening up people's desires. Because I feel like the heart is where the desires really lie, as well as the sacral and the sexual and all those kind of things. But yeah. If any of you haven't watched that Netflix series and you are of age and you're interested, then I would definitely say check it out, because they also work with, what was I going to say? So one of the practices that they do was like an energetic, there was like 5 different or something like that, 5 different styles of, I don't know how to say it, of what you enjoy almost in like a sexual environment. I feel like an idiot right now, like I literally don't know what I'm saying, but maybe you guys don't know a lot about this area and you're like thinking what the hell is, and like I've never thought of doing this, but apparently Spirit really thinks she'd be great at it. But anyway, basically if you watch the show, there'll be one point, and it'll probably make sense if you watch it, but there was one that was called energetic, and because you have energy work here, I feel like that's really resonating here as well with the idea. But I just wanted to say that quickly. But anyway, let's see what we have here. Yeah, I feel like I've got quite a few for you guys. I don't know. We'll see how this resonates anyway. So we got the food industry, which was funny because I just was thinking that as I was putting your cards. Again, food tasting, wine tasting. Yeah, also like, I don't know, restaurants and stuff like that. We have counselling. Front of house, so again that's something that you really need to be quite personable in, where that is that face-to-face contact. Admin, okay, interesting. Admin, don't see how that goes, but sure. Travel, I could see that actually for you guys. Yeah, people, working with people. I'd be surprised if that didn't come out. We have charity and non-profit here. You have medical field. Yeah, I was feeling for some of you guys maybe a gynecologist as well. I'm sorry it's all sexual, but I'm just feeling that very heavily for you guys. But working in the medical field, maybe like gynecology, what else is the other one? Like a sexual health nurse, working in like health clinics and stuff like that. We have agriculture, so working in farming, foods. Again, I feel agriculture could go for someone who kind of has like a vineyard and that type of thing. We have in the service industry, so that could be anything where you're offering a service to someone. We have a singer. Again, the ears as a way of providing, I can't find the right word, but providing like comfort, providing, the word that only has come to me is sensuality, but I'm seeing like, you know when you go to a restaurant or something and you're having the whole experience, there's like live music, there is delicious food, there is expensive wine, like I'm seeing very you guys have like a very classy, expensive, maybe possibly like Capricorn energy to you. So when I'm talking about possible like sex industry and all these different things, I'm not saying that as like a, even though it's definitely not, but in general. But I feel like sometimes we have this almost degrading idea of it, and for you guys that's not just the case here. It's saying that you would have, I feel like you're someone who wants to live a very luxurious, and that is something that is very aligned with you, I guess. It's like a luxurious, sensual life. It's just Taurus energy all over. It's just like working with the senses, working with food, working with experiences. Someone who is very hardworking and dedicated to their industry and to their job as well. We have office work, and we have hands-on. So that is everything that I have for you guys. Option number 2 with the Green Aventurine. Thank you so much for coming to this reading. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and comment below. If you'd like to see more from me, I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Hi, option number 3. Those of you who chose this Lapis Lazuli here, welcome to your reading. So I've already pre-pulled your pre-pulled your cards because I want to get straight into this reading. So you guys have the Queen of Pentacles, strong start. That's not in focus. I have the Queen of Pentacles here. You have the Six of Cups reversed. You have the Nine of Cups reverse / upright. I think I'm going to put it upright. You have the Eight of Swords reversed. And you have the Ten of Wands. So, career. First of all, I feel like some of you guys would be like good entrepreneurs, like having your own business, being in a leadership role or some kind of role where you have a bit more freedom at least to work on your own schedule, because I feel like you're quite a hardworking person, or spirit at least feels like you are a very hardworking person, and you don't mind putting the effort in to get your coin basically. I do feel again for this pile, which was like for a lot of the past to be honest, and I think as well, especially when we're dealing with like people who are attracted to tarot and spiritual things, is that we all kind of want to help people in some sort of way. So I feel again for you guys is that I see you would be really good as having some kind of business where you're helping people achieve their goals, helping them release themselves from like their own anxieties, their overthinking, their idea of their limited potential, like basically pushing them to go past what they perceive as their potential. The idea of their, I don't know what I'm saying. I've been stumbling over my words today. I want to clarify the Six of Cups here. So I want to get this deck actually again. No, I really don't like shuffling this deck, but oh well. So, those who chose this piece of CD here when it comes to spirit. The Ace of Cups. Oh, that's so weird. I saw this Five of Pentacles like fling out. I was like, okay, it's got trapped in there, and then it flew out again. So Five of Pentacles there, clarifying that Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Cups clarifying the Six of Cups reversed. I think for you guys compared to, well actually not even really, but like your guys' focus would definitely be on emotional healing, like healing inner child wounds, healing like past traumas, and again self-limiting beliefs and ideas and stuff like what's it called, self-worth and stuff like that. quite internal issues, I would say. Oh, and that card wants to come out. I'll definitely take that one out because I saw that as well. This is death and rebirth. And also there's something about the future here. There's something about a future. And again, that could be about helping people achieve their desires, like achieving their future desires, achieving their dreams. I think it's possible that you guys have an ability to see people's potential. Maybe quite Virgo energy here. Yeah, you can see past other people's limitations. Like maybe you'll see someone drawing and you'll be like, wow, I could picture you being an artist. It's like you guys have this almost visionary power. This is quite a different reading to the other ones, because the other ones I was kind of getting the actual job, but I feel like it's more so, again with the Queen of Pentacles here, it's more so that your skills, which goes for everyone, but I'll just leave it anyway. It's more so that your skills are what makes you be a good leader, which means that this career is, these types of careers are what you'd be very good at, basically. Is because of your skills of being a visionary, your skills of looking into the future, of seeing people's potentials. Can I have the Eight of Swords here? We have the Eight of Wands. Ooh, so clarifying the Eight of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. You guys could be like financial advisors as well. I feel like you have a really good knack at finding the little details of things, finding, like, say there's a massive puzzle or something like that and people can't quite put together the pieces. It's like you have a really great skill of like seeing, oh my god, I wish my brain was working today, I really do. I'm so sorry guys, but it's like you can see the problem, basically. You can just look at someone and just maybe intuitively or using an analytical technique or whatever it is, even if you're good at maths maybe, you just have a way of seeing the root of the problem, the root of the issue. Because you can just see, maybe if I show you like this, it's like on this Eight of Wands card how all these little wands are just pointing to this little, to this one point here, and then it just expands outwards. It's like you guys can light a little match or fuse under that one point and allow that individual, that thing to expand. It doesn't even have to be people necessarily, but now I'm seeing more so like engineering or finance or something like that, finding the key of something and just unlocking it, and the whole thing just, it's like you have this massive ripple effect. That's why I feel like you guys would be really financially abundant in whatever you do. It's like you have almost the Midas touch, like you touch something and it turns to gold. Whoa, I'm not going to take those. Let's just clarify the Ten of Wands quickly. There's the Ten of Wands here. You've got the Page of Swords, the Four of Cups, and you also have the Nine of Pentacles reverse come out here. So you have a card here that's talking about responsibilities, burdens. It feels like a moving on energy here, moving forwards. Not being financially stable in yourself. Then we have education, exploration, expansion of the mind. Then we have disinterest and unwillingness. What's this Four of Cups here? Do you know what? I feel very drawn to only use one card in your, one deck in your reading. But anyway, clarify this Four of Cups over here for us, please. Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles. One thing I am seeing that maybe you guys sometimes suffer from like a bit of self-doubt, a bit of balancing your action and balancing your inaction. It's possible that you obviously put a lot of work into your desires and what you want, and you're also very, yeah, like you have very Aries energy. Like you're okay to compete in the field that you're passionate about. You're okay to chase after your passions. But I think sometimes it's like you don't quite, I don't know what this is, but either sometimes there's more to learn here and like you have to take a step back, or sometimes it's maybe it's just your own idea, like your own self-doubt almost that creeps in, where you feel like you don't have enough or know enough to continue to pursue it, so you just like, I don't know, you take a pause. But I feel like even if you feel that self-doubt, you make sure that you gain the knowledge that you need. Like say if you are, what example can I give? I just keep getting the example of maths, but say if you are solving a maths equation and you felt like maybe you could, sometimes I feel like everything has this intuitive thing to it, like say even astrology, let's just say astrology, right? So because I can relate to that a bit more, but say if I'm reading something astrologically in a chart, sometimes I intuitively can feel stuff about the chart, but because I don't have the facts to back it up, then I will start doubting myself. So I know that was an example about myself, but I feel like for you guys, say if you didn't have the facts to back it up, then maybe you would be like, okay, maybe that's not quite true. But what you would do, rather than just stay in that kind of like low, almost self-loathing-ish energy, you would actually go out and search for the information to make sure that you have the facts to back it up. I hope that makes sense. That did make sense. Okay. Let's move on to your oracle cards now. Yes, so you guys have Mastery, which is literally just the example I gave there. Sorry if that's not really in focus. So Mastery is all about going and looking at, again, making sure you have all the information so that you're the best at what you do, basically. You're the best at what you do. You have Goddess Rhea Flow. These are actually all in reverse, but I may have actually just, I don't know. I'm going to put them up right and we'll see how it goes. We have Magnificent, can never say the names. We have the Past here, which is funny because I said I keep getting this future energy about you. And maybe it's something that you guys have the ability to reflect on your past, reflect on what hasn't worked here. Again, quite an analytical brain about you, and move forwards more efficiently. So we have also build strength, and I feel for some of you guys that is a mental strength, especially with this third eye coming through here. Build strength. We have a look for fairies. That's not in focus, come on. So some of that whimsical energy here, being able to look into the beyond, being able to accept the not accept the unacceptable, but do the unexpected. Like your brain can almost see beyond. Okay, yeah, you guys can see beyond the limitations that society has implemented, the limitations of the mind almost. It's a bit like the Matrix, if any of you guys have seen it. It's like they're able to manipulate everything, basically. They're able to manipulate stuff in the Matrix because they're able to look beyond the limitations of the things around them. Then we also have flow like water. So you guys might have a strong affinity to water. I'm feeling quite Piscean energy here, especially with the fairies as well and the water, Piscean. Some of you guys might also be Cancers as well, have Cancer placements. I feel like water is something that would would relax you. Your reading is very is a lot different from the rest. I don't know whether it's just because I've taken a break and like I've kind of changed direction of the reading, but it's like I'm getting so much about your character. So I feel as if whatever career you choose to do, it will really be intertwined with your whole being as well, in a way. It's not as if you're just using one skill, like say, oh, I'm really great at jumping on a trampoline, so why was that the example I gave? Okay, let's say you were really flexible. It's not as if you're going to be a, I don't mean to say it's not as if, I mean, let's say you're really flexible and you're into gymnastics. Like, to be a gymnast, you're just a gymnast in a way, not to put it down or anything, but like, you're flexible, you've done gymnastics, so you're a gymnast. Whereas like your career is kind of like, I'm this and I'm this and I'm this, so I've just brought all of this together and made like this one thing, or even multiple different things, like having multiple streams of income or something like that. So you also have full moon in Virgo. You are good enough, so there's that Virgo energy there. And yeah, good, you are good enough. That's what was I saying before? That's self-worth, self-esteem. You can see the potential in people. It's like Virgos, they're very critical because they can see your value. If they're not criticizing you, it's probably because they're not seeing, like, you know, if a Virgo is criticizing you, it's because they can see that you could be better than you are. Basically, they want you to be the best version of yourself. So the best way that they can help you is by offering maybe sometimes their unsolicited advice, but also offering their advice. And then we also have full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast here. So yeah, seeing the possibilities, seeing beyond the limitations. And also, yeah, always with this Queen of Pentacles here, very much in control, very much getting what they want. It's like if you were like, I'm going to start a business like this, and someone was like, that's never going to work. You can see the potential in it. You can see how it's going to win. Like, you could be a really good investor as well. What are we doing now? So let's get us something from here. So for those who chose the piece of Lazuli here, please. Right, I'm just going to take those. Ooh, if I could open it. So we have Bright here. And I'm hearing Bright Spark. Like, you're a bright spark. Bright Spark. Goodness me. We have Innocence here. I think some people might perceive you as a bit innocent, like a bit naive maybe when it comes to your ideas. We have Intellectual, definitely. Idealist. Idealist. I think that's someone who again kind of focuses on the positive. They're very creative people. I'm actually going to just quickly Google that. But you see how, like, even I'm bringing in evil energy here where I'm feeling like I need to double check this information. Okay, so here we have, just off the top of the Google, it says, a person who cherishes or pursues high or noble principles, purposes or goals, a visionary or impractical person. Yeah, I feel like that really encompassed how other people see you and how you operate in the world. We also have entrepreneur here, which is something I said. You have loud or extroverted. An indigo child, so someone with special or unique abilities. Starseed as well, so definitely. We have personality type ENTP, which is an analyst. Makes sense. We have good listener. We have foreign here. Foreign. I don't know how that could relate. Sorry guys, there was a bit of noise going on, so I thought I'd just give it a little pause for a moment there. So we have the ESTJ, the executive sentinels. And we also have, oh yeah, all the personality types will always be linked down below. Like there's a web page where you could like look at the overview of the personality type if you're interested, obviously, and see how it relates to you. Then we also have inspiring. Yes. Okay, now I'm going to take some of these and intuitively pick the ones I feel most drawn to, just because I can't properly shuffle it. So just give me a moment and we'll see what else we get for you guys. Okay guys, I feel like your one was a little bit harder just because, like I was saying, I think there's a lot of things that you could possibly do. So it's kind of just like getting drawn to everything, but it's just like, just show me the important ones, man. So we have an editor here. That could be a video editor, it could be a like a journalistic editor. What other kind of editors are there? An editor. Anyway, we have spirituality there. We have teacher. We have admin. I feel like that's really pointing to the analytical part of your character. We have children, so working with children in some way. Yeah, we did have, no, we didn't. No. Well, we had innocence somewhere. Anyway, we have innovation. We have working in some kind of office environment. I don't see that for many of you though. We have a carer. We have front of house. So in some way working face to face with people. We have graphic design. And we have holistic healing. Yeah, these are basically just some general putting names to things that you could be interested in or do, or like, you know, could involve like children and spirituality, a innovator in graphic design, a in the, I don't know, in anything, to be honest. Anyway, that's everything that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. If you want to see more from me, I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and then you can subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Hi, those of you who chose the Smokey Quartz here, option number 4, welcome to your reading. I already pulled your cards for you because I thought today's going to be kind of a longer reading, so let's just get straight on into it. So the first card you have here is the Hermit. You have the Hermit. You have the Two of Swords. You have the Page of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Pentacles. And you have the Ten of Swords reversed. Right, so career, that would be best for you. When I picked up this Nine of Pentacles, I heard slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. Ooh, have a great pooch, 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 pooch. Anyway. Do you know what? I could see you guys doing some kind of like retreat style thing, especially with the Hermit here. Now I've said that, actually I was just very much drawn to the shut up a moment. I'm very much drawn to this background here all this greenery, and then you just have like this middle part here with nothing in it. So I could see you guys doing like offering some kind of retreat or something where people are able to, sorry, the noise is actually really stressing out. People are able to escape from their everyday lives, and find a bit of alone time, find a bit of freeness, I don't know what, like free their mind a bit, basically free from those mental stresses. If it's not like an actual escape, I feel like maybe you also like yoga or something quite physical as well. But I do feel quite similar to option number 3, that you guys would be type of people who would be able to run your own business, even if it's like, I feel maybe for you guys it might be on a smaller scale, and that's not to say that like the money won't be there or whatever else, but I feel like, say if it's a retreat, you know, you'll have like a couple of people there, like 10 people, something like that. It's on a smaller scale here. Or like say you're doing yoga classes, like 10-15 people, I don't even know, 15 is quite a lot of people actually, but like 10-15 people in a class, something like that, and you're like dealing with them, basically you're helping them. So by that, it could be something quite physical, it could be something like even meditation or something like that, like a guided meditation class. Just kind of helping people turn off from maybe their busy lives or busy schedules, or just finding happiness or peace in solitude. So let's pull some clarifiers here, see if we get some more information. Right, so those are them. Clarify the hermit. So we do have the 8 of Pentacles here, clarifying that hermit reversed. We have the 3 of Cups, clarifying the 2 of Swords. I'm hearing you could also help people deal with like communication issues. Okay, you have the 6 of Swords with that Page of Pentacles. Why is there no Pentacles here, please? We have the Hermit again in reverse. So the Hermit is definitely talking about slowing down again, helping them take a break from their busy lives and busy schedules. People who are really hardworking or career driven and focused. You could even be like, what's it called? Like a psychologist who works in more like a corporate field. I think there is a job like that, right? Where like psychologists work with people in business office kind of settings and help them check on their mental health and stuff. Why is the 10 of Swords here, please? And then we have the 2 of Wands and the King of Wands with that 10 of Swords here. Sorry, 2 of Pentacles and King of Wands even. It's funny because the 10 of Swords is like a painful ending, but with this card I just don't get that. I just almost get like a release or relief. But like all these birds up above, and she's just kind of looking out onto the horizon or whatever, and standing here with this breeze blowing over her. It's like almost just like she can breathe out, like there's a release. So you might help people who are in leadership positions, help find balance even. You could help people with like busy schedules and stuff like that. with a lot going on in their social lives, because with this Three of Cups here, it's also about socializing, and the King of Wands is also about socializing. So again, I think it's about taking people away from their everyday busy environments and helping them find peace within, or peace and quietude. Is that the right saying? I don't know. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. You guys have flow here. This was in reverse. You have generosity. I feel this is you guys. You guys are very giving people. And then you also have the goddess of potential. Potential. Let's go with this one. So you have your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn here. And then we also have surrender to the divine, which is the full moon. So you have a new moon and a full moon. So helping people through cycles, which is funny because you have sync with the moon as the first one here, which I literally did not see. But we have sync with the moon here. So helping people through cycles. We have read. So again, reading is something you kind of have to do in like in a library or somewhere quiet, somewhere where it also offers an escape. A lot of people read to escape their everyday lives. So you guys could also be writers, like maybe you offer an escape in more of a different way where it's not a physical escape but a written escape, like you're writing novels or you're writing blog posts or you're creating content where people can escape their everyday lives. And then we also have flow like water. So you have two cards that talk about flowing, going with the flow. You guys might have some watery energy about you. Also with your hard work is paying off. I want to kind of clarify that, but I feel as if it's relating to working with people who are hardworking and also motivating people as well. Funny enough, you have the Two of Cups there with your hard work is paying off. So you might be someone who collaborates with other people on things. I do think you help people with their emotions in some kind of way. Like maybe they're getting stressed over work and you help kind of balance the load. This could even be like, say, a childminder or something like that, where you're taking not stresses, but taking the children, taking something away from the busy other people's busy lives to help them out, basically. Let's see what kind of characteristics you have that makes this kind of career the best for you. So you guys are popular in their communities. So you guys could have some kind of community page. I was seeing like a blog post as well, or some kind of online community as well, maybe on YouTube or something like that, where you offer guidance, advice, some kind of escape, some kind of entertainment and stuff like that. Workaholic. So either you guys are actually a workaholic and you also need to take a break more. Like maybe this is something that you realize that it's something you're not great at, so you help other people do it as well in a way. But also you help people who are like workaholics and stuff like that, finding balance. Actually, I keep saying you're doing it, but I mean, like, you know, your spirit guides think it would be a great career for you. Basically, that's what I mean. We have Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You don't have to have any of those placements. But also Taurus energy is very hardworking as well. And also they're very good at separating work and relaxation. Like when they're relaxing, they are relaxing. And when they're working, they are working hard. So again, that balance, that duality there. We have a pragmatist. So thinking very logically about things, thinking about the facts. Helping people order their lives. A cook, so you could be interested in, again, even like people who offer food services like takeaways, like say HelloFresh or something like that, where you are allowing people to take a bit of a load off, allowing busy people to take a load off by not cooking dinner that day, so they have less things to do, they can relax a bit more basically. So whatever you do, it's helping people, or I mean, whatever you would be good at doing, it's helping people relax in some way. You have words of affirmation here, so support, positivity. You also have Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I don't know if I said Cancer, but you have a lot of moon energy here, which is Cancerian in itself. Very nurturing as well. And also Cancer is a cardinal sign, someone who wants to look after, they work very hard because they're looking after their loved ones, they're looking after their families, and I think you understand the value of that, so you want to help people lighten the load basically. You have starseed energy here, so you guys are very unique in what you do and what you offer. We have guarded here. We have introverted. This is the first part where I've got introverted. Every single other one has been like extroverted and loud, which I don't think everyone is extroverted. But you guys definitely, again, I think it is about being in your own space in some way, allowing other people to be in a comfortable and space without a lot of noise going on. So whatever you offer, I feel like there's not a lot of noise about it, if that makes sense. Like even if it's a YouTube channel, people put in their ears and they are zoned in to that one screen, that one environment, and they're almost escaping into your reality. So we have funny, so you guys could do like be comedians or something like that as well. Interested in that. We have the personality type ENTJ, and all the personality type link will be linked down below if you want to check them out, if you want to find yours. We have the one INFP, which is the mediator. The other one was the commander. We have vegetarian, so maybe you really care about wellness and food and that type of thing. You want to create healthy meals for people. I'm actually running out of battery here. We have new experiences. Yeah, I think you are someone who able to, again, like say people are very workaholic, they are very focused on work. It's like you can take them out of that environment and offer them a new experience. Some of you guys could even have like a cottage or farm or something like that, or that's something that you want to do and you want to offer like respite there, or like Airbnbs or hotels or that type of thing. And then we have introvert. Again, some of these things are copied, so very much introverted. So I've just intuitively picked some of more specific careers from here because I'm running out of battery. I did it off of camera and I'm not really in the mood to change the battery right now, so we're gonna like speed through these. My apologies. But we do have social media here, we have public service, we have an advisor, we have finance, we have working in an office, which is actually something I said. We have music, so again, finding that escape for people. Being a doctor, could just have a doctorate in something. We have animals here. That's funny because I said something about farms. And then we also have holistic healing. So that is everything I have for you. Option number 4 with the Smokey Quartz. Thank you so much for coming to this reading. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. If you want to see more from me, I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and you can subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.